Hello, and thanks for tuning back. Here's another installment of my engine. Uh, Let me go over this is if this is a new video for you guys. So we got uh, shoot, I can't remember the name of these guys. Flowtech, I think, is the name of it. Flowtech headers, trick flow heads here. And we have Summit Racing roller rockers, which are 1.6, but the stock valve covers would not fit over the roller rockers, so I had to raise them up. So I got spacers. Spacers are from Speedway, those guys. Okay. Anyway, we do have a Summit Racing high flow water pump. Summit Racing high flow fuel pump, custom fuel line to a fuel pressure regulator. You need a regulator because the fuel pump puts out 9 psi, and the Edelbrock 1406 carburetor runs at 6.5, so you got to have a regulator. And then follow the line over, we got a glass fuel filter. And you can see the rest of the fuel line that way. So there's that. Right now I'm running the stock distributor because I do not need a new one to make it run, and I want to get the engine dialed in before I change the distributor out. So we're still running the stock distributor. Block is still stock crank, stock piston, stock rods, but I do have the Ford Performance B303 cam. So it should have a nice lumpy idle. Stock ignition wires, but I did put the booties on to protect them from the heat of the headers. And then we do have a Summit Racing intake manifold, and then the Edelbrock carburetor 1406. And I like that the manifold still had the stock bolt holes for the throttle cable. I still need to put the nipple for the cable to click onto. This is a manual transmission car, so I don't have to have the throttle kick down, which I know is a kind of a pain in the butt to hook up to the Edelbrocks. Here you can see the spacers for the valve covers. These are new and improved valve cover gaskets. They're metal, or bendable metal with a rubber type material surrounding them. They also have torque limiters inside the gasket. So there's a gasket between the valve covers and the spacers, and then from the spacers to the cylinder heads. So these are the trick flow cylinder heads. I believe these are the I can't remember. I think these are the 170 cc. No, that's not right. These are 61 cc shoot, can't think of what I'm trying to say. Combustion chambers are 61 cc. The runner for the intake side is 170 cc. The valves for the cylinder heads are I think they're 2.02 inches, and I can't remember what the exhaust valves were. So there we are with the engine, and there's the Mustang that we're putting it in. It is a 1985 convertible, and yeah, it's got a really nasty paint job on it, but that's going to be taken care of eventually. So this week the job is to get the engine in there and possibly get it to fire up. We are running a full aluminum radiator. We just got the transmission cleaned up yesterday, and we do have the Borla exhaust that needs to go on as well. Something about the 1985 Mustangs is they did not have a true dual exhaust, so you have to replace the transmission bracket so that you can run the dual pipe setup. New clutch, throw-up bearing, flywheel, accessory brackets all got polished and then painted, so they look nice. What else? I think that's it for specialty parts. Everything is on there. Oh, I did put the new oil pan on. The original pan had a strip out front plug, so I bought a new pan, and I think I can't remember what year, but they changed the gasket to a one-piece gasket, and you want to spend the money to get the special one-piece gasket. Again, very similar to the valve covers, where it's a metal with a rubber coating on it with torque limiters in there. Also, you want to spend the money, see if it will even show up on camera. You can't really see it very well.